It was a brisk autumn evening when I arrived at Crestwood High School. The crimson leaves fell gently, painting the ground with hues of red and gold. The air carried a sense of unease, as if the very atmosphere itself knew something I didn't. As I walked through the iron gates, a shiver ran down my spine, and I couldn't shake off the feeling that I was being watched. Crestwood High was known for its rich history, and not all of it was pleasant. The school's eerie reputation was fueled by rumors of unexplained disappearances and whispered tales of students vanishing without a trace. The shadow of mystery clung to its hallways like a second skin. Despite the unsettling stories, I believed in logical explanations and thought it was all a mere exaggeration. As I navigated my way through the bustling corridors, the fluorescent lights flickered sporadically, casting eerie shadows that danced on the walls. My footsteps echoed ominously, accompanied by faint murmurs that seemed to fade whenever I turned my head. It was almost as if the walls themselves were whispering secrets I wasn't meant to hear. The day went on as usual, until I found myself in the dimly lit library, engrossed in my studies. The library was a quiet sanctuary, and I had always found solace within its walls. But that day, an unsettling feeling began to gnaw at the edges of my consciousness. Every so often, I would catch glimpses of movement out of the corner of my eye. But when I turned to look, there was nothing there. Hours passed, and the library grew emptier, the students and teachers having left for the day. I reluctantly packed up my things, hoping to escape the ever-present sensation of being watched. Just as I was about to leave, a whisper brushed against my ear, sending a shiver down my spine. "Stay, stay and listen." I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. My rational mind tried to dismiss it as a trick of the wind or my own imagination, but the voice felt so real, as if it had come from just inches away. I glanced around the empty library, my eyes darting to every dark corner. There was no one in sight. With cautious steps, I headed towards the library doors. Just as my hand touched the doorknob, a chilling gust of wind swept through the room, extinguishing the lamps. Darkness enveloped me, and the temperature seemed to plummet. Panic surged within me as I fumbled for my phone, its feeble light casting eerie shadows around me. A whisper echoed through the darkness again, closer this time. "Stay, don't leave me alone." The voice was plaintive, carrying an undercurrent of desperation that sent chills down my spine. The sheer vulnerability in that voice paralyzed me momentarily. I spun around, my phone's light revealing a figure standing at the far end of the library. The silhouette was blurry, shifting as if it were composed of smoke. My heart raced as I realized that whatever it wasn't human. My breath caught in my throat as the figure drew nearer, its form becoming more defined with each step. "Who are you?" I managed to stammer, my voice trembling. The figure didn't respond with words, but its eyes glowed with an otherworldly intensity. They held me captive, and I felt a strange sensation of being pulled into their depths. Images flashed before my eyes, faces of students, a clock striking midnight, a heavy sense of dread. It was as if the figure was trying to communicate something I couldn't fully grasp. Terror coursed through my veins as I tore my gaze away and stumbled backwards, crashing into a bookshelf. The figure continued to approach, its voice growing more desperate. "Help, I need your help." The darkness seemed to close in around me, and I felt like I was drowning in a sea of fear. Instinct took over, and I turned and fled, my footsteps echoing like thunder through the empty hallways. The once familiar corridors now seemed labyrinthine, twisting and turning as if to trap me within their grasp. As I ran, the whispers multiplied, a cacophony of voices that seemed to come from every direction. They spoke of pain, regret, and longing. Each step felt heavier, as if an invisible force was trying to hold me back. Panic threatened to overwhelm me, but I pushed on, driven by sheer survival instinct. I burst through the school's main entrance, gasping for breath as the cool night air hit me. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the empty courtyard. I stumbled towards the iron gates, my heart pounding like a drum. The whispers continued to echo in my ears, but they grew fainter as I distanced myself from the school. Weeks passed, but the memory of that night refused to leave me. The faces, the voices, the figure in the library, it all haunted my dreams. The rational part of me wanted to dismiss it as a stress-induced hallucination, but the terror I had felt was too real to ignore. I couldn't shake the feeling that the school itself was trying to tell me something, that it held secrets I was meant to uncover. And so, with trepidation, I returned to Crestwood High, determined to confront the darkness that lingered within its walls. The library was different now, bathed in sunlight and filled with the buzz of students studying. I approached the spot where I'd encountered the figure, my heart racing. But there was nothing there, no sign of the spectral presence that had haunted me. As I turned to leave, a whisper brushed against my ear, one final message from the depths of the school's history. Remember, don't forget me. And so, I couldn't forget. The whispers, the figure, the unspoken stories of Crestwood High had become a part of me. A constant reminder that fear could lurk in the most unexpected places. The rational explanations I'd once clung to were shattered, replaced by a haunting uncertainty that would stay with me forever, a testament to the depths of human fear and the mysteries that defy explanation.